Oh, Goosebumps God, please give me goosebumps. Please. Pretty please. Can you give me Goosebumps free already? Hello everybody, my name is Alejandro, and today, forget the last video, today is actually a normal video. So, if you haven't seen the last video, go check it out. It's pretty, I mean, it's a normal video, and trust me, it's totally normal. It's not a skit or anything. Speaking of skits, we're gonna get on shows soon, because there's gonna be a lot more skits coming. I'm not gonna tell you when, because it might be a particular Goose month. That it. Yeah, bah, as if. Anyways, today I am here to talk about the top 5. This many. Absolutely none. Top 5 Goosebumps clips, or moments from the TV show. We'll be doing a separate video later, probably in like a week or 2. Depends on whether I feel like it. Really no, it could be like in months from now, but then again, who knows. A lot of videos I already have written down. I'm surprised I even got a whole bunch of ideas, like, oh, I haven't covered this yet, or I haven't done a video like this yet, but yeah. One of them has been something I've been always talking about the good covers, and you will be not shocked to find out what it is. But, I'm not gonna say it, because when I usually do this, I usually tell you guys a little, I kind of drop video titles or some shit. Anyways, yeah, top 5 Goosebumps moments from the TV show, or whatever, or clips, or whatever, or scenes, yada yada. So, yeah, we're just getting into the, factors of iconic, nostalgic, which is the same thing, so just nostalgic, scary, and overall, awesome, or well-made, very well-made, and well-written, and yada yada, good acting, you know, but, yeah. That is, basically what we're doing, and, yeah, let's get into it now. Number 5, which is a very iconic scene, which I know you all will love. We open up with number 5 being the Stein entrance opening scene to, specifically, the Haunted Mask. This is the very first scene in Goosebumps, actually, film history. Not just including the films, like the movies, anything live action. This is, besides, like, some promos and stuff. This is the actual first piece of official Goosebumps, like, film that isn't a commercial. Or anything, you know, yada yada. You get the point. This is so iconic because this happens a lot, and just Stein's little, hi, I'm R.L. Stein, I wrote the Goosebumps books. It's just so unbelievably iconic, and who could forget it? Especially since this is the first scene, specifically, the first scene ever. I don't know why I have to keep saying that, but yeah, you get the point. Very, very iconic. Moving on now to number 4, we have the How to Kill a Monster scene with basically, well, the monster actually first up and moving. First scene with it up and moving. And, boy, the only reason it's on here because, and it might sound like a baby because now I don't find it as scary. The monster was fucking terrifying back then to me, and it's still somewhat terrifying to this day. I mean, back then, I didn't know what the fuck was going on because I was a little child, and I'm like, oh wait, that's just clearly a guy in a suit now. But it's still so fucking creepy looking. The amphibious, theme going on over there. And of course, the fact that it came from a swamp is just unsettling. And the ending too, which we're not going to get written to merely because it's not part of this. You know, with there being more out there though, now knowing that while they watch a scene, damn. That is not comforting at all, and I just had so many nightmares after this, because this episode really traumatized me. And this episode's one of the main reasons why the TV show was so special for me, because it was just so scary. Especially at a young age. Now, I'm not too scared. Sometimes I'm laughing at it, usually. Especially at scenes where I was scared at as a kid. But there's some scenes that still get me, which is the number 2 spot. Number 1's just awesome. Okay, so yeah, let's get on to the next few. Moving on to number 3, it was inevitable we're going to have a Slappy clip, or more intent. But, we have the scene where Slappy and Amy finally start talking to each other. Like, this is the actual first time you hear Slappy say anything. We've heard, like, huh? I think once in the guitar scene, but yeah. The first actual scene with Slappy talking, ever. This is the introduction to Slappy talking, basically. And it's just so awesome, because I feel like this voice is overall iconic as hell. You can't beat it, honestly. I mean, Avery Jones is almost just as good, but whoever did this, I can't remember off the top of my head. I know the actor somewhere, but the voice actor. But overall, amazing job. And the scene itself is super iconic, because not only do we get, I can hurt you and your family in 100 ways. I'm sorry, I can hurt you and your family in 100 ways. Or, hey Sarah, wanna play? Some Chucky reference in there, I presume, most likely. But not only you get those, it's just overall iconic, because there's a lot more quotes in there that anybody could just recreate. And Slappy overall is just terrifying. And not to mention its design is actually really creepy too. But yeah, overall the scene is very well done, and it's just beautifully shot. And overall, pretty awesome. Now moving on to the top 2, we have, unsurprisingly, one of the scariest scenes in Goosebumps history. You may have not seen this one coming, but to me it's really unsurprising. Cry of the Cat. When it's revealed that Crystal's mom looks like this. You can already see it on the camera. It is extremely, I don't even know how to describe it. It's not comforting to look at. It's one of the scenes that still get me to this day. Because I must say, the special effects aren't too bad here. It's not special effects actually, it's practical effects, which is awesome. Because most of the Goosebumps stuff is practical after Haunted Mask, because there was a lot of non-practical effects. There was a lot of special effects in there. None of them looked really good, probably because it was late, like 90s. But either way, I'm sorry, early 90s, like actually mid 90s, directly in the middle, directly, Jesus. But yeah, overall, the scene looks amazing. The monologue you get from Kristen's mom is overall incredible, and of course the special effects are really unsettling. Sorry, practical. Always get that confused, and it just looks awesome. And it's overall really creepy. So overall, I'm just going to keep saying overall. So overall, really cool. And how could I even forget this? I think about this every night before I go to sleep. I'm just like, that exists. That was a human walking around right there. And they actually had that shit on their face. And that's what they actually looked like for like an hour if they were filming for that long. At least. That was fucking, ugh, fuck. Anyways, moving on to number 1. So on to the number 1 spot. Who could have saw this one coming? Slappy versus Rocky. And Rocky just absolutely dominates this little scene here, you know. Just kind of dominates Slappy. Not in a sexual way, of course. But yeah, you get the point. He's pretty badass. He's kind of sexy. We're not going to get you to weird stuff, though. I just want to point out that this scene is just super iconic. And it's actually from my absolute favorite episode, Night of the Living Dummy 3 Part 2 specifically. That is literally number 1. I'm not even kidding. I mean, if we were to rank them by parts, then we'd also do that. By parts. But, just overall, this episode is top tier. Nothing could beat Part 1 and 2 of this masterpiece of an episode, in my opinion. I can't stop thinking about it all the time. I think about it every day. Just like, man, this episode's fucking awesome. And best part is, I can still watch it because it's on Netflix. I mean, I also have a DVD, but I don't have a DVD player at the moment. It's a while to hook up, but a little off topic. Overall, very well shot scene. Best practical effects ever. They literally blew up Slappy, I presume, by the looks of it. And I don't know behind the scenes of this, but I think they literally blew him up. And not to mention that skull at the end there. Yeesh, that was awesome shot. You'll see that in a minute. I don't know if you've seen it right now, but it's pretty cool. Like, holy shit. And overall, this is probably the best fight scene Goosebumps ever, and I just can't stop thinking about how awesome this is. So yeah, that is number 1. Let's get to the end now. Goosebumps God, you gave me these awesome clips, and I will never thank you more. But I will do one thing for you, Goosebumps God. Okay, anyways. Sorry, I was just giving Goosebumps God a little pleasure. What? Sorry, Goosebumps God. See ya. They're looking at me weird. Anyways, that is going to do it for this video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I had a lot of fun watching these clips again. Recording them, of course. And overall, all these clips are very iconic. And if your favorite clip was not on here, just know it's probably one of my favorites. Unless it's like, you already know what's coming. Day of Horrorland Part 2, Deep Trouble Part 2. I mean, it's a little underrated, but, you know. Gone for ages, old story, strange peace. Look at these haunted house games. So yeah, I just named all of the kind of, I don't know, Goosebumps songs. Sorry if I offended any of you, but it's kind of true. A lot of people hate them. Deep Trouble's a little underrated. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys agree with me. If not, I'd like to hear your opinions down below, please. It says there's actually comments now if you guys have not noticed, which is awesome. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna do it. I'll see you guys in the next video, which should be out. Wow, I would have never guessed. Tomorrow? Because we've been doing that for like the past 3 or 4 days. Anyways, see you.